A crypto exchange has raised $900 million in venture capital. A well-known Wall Street investment bank is going to offer crypto products to its clients, and a few famous names, we'll tell you which ones in a second, are bullish on Bitcoin. We've also got some news that should be interesting to XRP holders regarding the Flare airdrop, and stay tuned to find out what's happening with the markets and why Bitcoin has been trading up for the first time in weeks. All that and more on this week's Exodus Crypto News. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm your host, Kris Merkel, and these are the biggest stories from crypto that you can't afford to miss. The markets are looking slightly more bullish than they did last week. Although Bitcoin briefly dipped below the $30,000 price, it has recovered in the last 48 hours, and now we're trending above 32,000. Ethereum is also doing well, having appreciated 20% from its recent low of $1,720. Now, it's a fool's errand to ever say exactly why Bitcoin is going up or down, but in this case, it seems like there's pretty tight correlation between BTC's break to 32,000 and some good news from the B-Word Crypto Conference. And more on that in just a second. Despite crypto's admittedly poor performance these last few months, it seems like investor interest remains strong. On-chain data shows that a record number of new Bitcoin wallets are getting created while retail investors scoop up coins at these bargain basement prices. Furthermore, a recent survey from Goldman Sachs has revealed that family offices are increasing their exposure to crypto. According to Goldman, of the 150 family office firms that were polled, 15% have already invested in crypto and 40% are worried about central banks debasing the currency. What do you think would make them think that? So the markets might be down at the moment, but long term, we're definitely seeing a lot of investors who believe that crypto can be a hedge against the printer-happy central banks. Cathie Wood of ARK Invest, Jack Dorsey of Twitter, and Elon Musk of Tesla were a few of the biggest names to present at the recent B-Word Bitcoin conference. The one-day event took place this Wednesday and was a chance for everyone to share their latest thoughts on Bitcoin and the crypto markets in general. One of the more surprising developments was learning that in addition to Bitcoin and Doge, Elon Musk also owns some Ethereum. Furthermore, Musk revealed that SpaceX also has some BTC on its balance sheet. Now that's all fine and good, but Musk's most influential moment came when he talked about the chances of Tesla accepting Bitcoin again. Here's what Musk had to say.
It looks like Bitcoin is shifting a lot more towards renewables. You could confirm that the percentage of renewable energy usage is most likely sort of at or above 50%. There is a trend towards increasing that number. And if so, then Tesla will resume accepting Bitcoin.
That's not the most confident endorsement we've ever seen, but at least it shows that Musk thinks Bitcoin is heading in a greener direction. Moving on to the regulators, Hester Peirce of the SEC had something to say about the lack of a Bitcoin ETF in the United States. When asked what she thought about Canada having already approved a Bitcoin ETF, Peirce said, "I would never have imagined that I would be in this situation where we would not yet have approved one and other countries are moving ahead." In other words, the United States needs to get up to speed with the rest of the world. With miners leaving China, increasing institutional interest, and a record number of new users, it's definitely time for the US to approve a Bitcoin ETF. In 2017, Jamie Dimon, who is the CEO of investment bank JP Morgan, called Bitcoin a fraud and threatened to fire any of his traders who dabbled in crypto. Hardly a resounding endorsement of the asset class. However, the times, they are changing. We've just learned that JP Morgan is bringing Bitcoin and Ethereum trading to all of its clients. And to be clear, This really does mean all clients, as opposed to other banks like Morgan Stanley, which are only offering crypto products to their wealthiest customers. JP Morgan account holders who want to invest in crypto can do so via Grayscale products. Apart from Bitcoin and Ethereum, investors will also be able to put their money into Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum Classic funds. Interestingly, the one caveat to this new service is that clients have to request a crypto investment. Financial advisors from JP Morgan cannot recommend Bitcoin or Ethereum to its clients. That's a bit of a bummer, but maybe in the next year or two, as Bitcoin gets ever more popular, this rule will change. We've got a new update on the Flare token airdrop. According to a recent announcement, Flare is going to release the Songbird token sometime in the next 6 weeks. Songbird is designed as a canary network for Flare, essentially a glorified testnet with a limited number of tokens. This is a similar concept to the Kusama testnet for Polkadot, which uses the KSM token. A canary testnet is a good way for developers to test out new code and develop applications without risking significant amounts of money. Anyone who was holding XRP at the time of the Flare snapshot is eligible to receive the Songbird token at a ratio of 0.15 SGB for every 1 XRP. Now, we don't yet know the date of the airdrop, but we'll keep you posted as the situation develops. It'll be kind of interesting to see what kind of traction Songbird gets and whether it can compete with Polkadot's Kusama testnet. FTX, the cryptocurrency exchange founded by Sam Bankman-Fried, who is everywhere in the news and absolutely killing it. We've just learned that they've raised an additional $900 million in capital, taking in money from notable firms like Paradigm, Coinbase Ventures, and Sequoia Capital. In total, more than 60 investors participated in the Series B round, making it the most heavily subscribed crypto exchange fundraise in history. Here's what 29-year-old CEO Sam Bankman-Fried had to say about what happened. The primary goal of the race was to find strategic allies who can help FTX grow its brand, but the capital itself will be primarily used for acquisitions. So it sounds like the money is primarily going to be used as a war chest to acquire other financial service firms. Certainly FTX isn't raising money to stay afloat, as their revenues have increased 10x in 2021, and the exchange now has more than 1 million users. In fact, if FTX keeps growing at its present rate, it's going to be the world's largest crypto exchange in the next couple of years. Congratulations to Sam Bankman-Fried and the entire team over at FTX. The crypto world is only getting bigger, Bitcoin supply is only getting smaller, and the prognosis for the future, very bullish. Thanks for watching, everyone, and make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons for more crypto vids from Exodus. And until next time, hold on.